What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar standard content here on the channel. And today we are going to be getting a little sweaty. So the Spotlight series in Atlanta, which I believe at the time of recording is only a couple of weeks away at this point. I promise I booked my flight. Everything's ready. I just kind of forgot exactly what week of January it is. But big standard tournament that's going to be coming up towards the beginning of the new year. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to play. And this is certainly one of the decks on my short list. I'm probably going to play either this or some version of Izzet. And this is Sultai Reanimator. Now, you may have, if you watched the World Championships, you saw Ken Yukihiro make the top 8 of the World Championships with this deck list. And it is one of the only decks in the format that can confidently say they have a positive matchup against Izzet. And I do believe that to be the case. Where the Izzet deck, especially the Monument Lesson version, they don't necessarily have a ton of ways to pressure you early. So typically you end up having a lot more time, especially with a card like Awaken the Honor Dead that can blow up, either a talent or a monument to buy you even more time. By the way, Awaken the Honor Dead is just such an incredible card for this deck list. It just kind of does everything and sort of the glue that holds everything together, where you get to blow up a permanent, which can be your opponent's pressure, or even in post-board games, you can blow up their graveyard hate. You mill the 3 cards the turn after you've blown up the graveyard hate, so the 3 cards that you're getting off of that, don't get exiled by their graveyard hate. And then you can, discard a card on chapter 3 and search, and basically not search, but get back a copy of your Kavero, aka Superior Spider-Man, to be able to one-shot them. For people who haven't seen this deck list, the combo is you have Kavero, again, aka Superior Spider-Man, which can enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature in a graveyard. The creature that you're going to be wanting to copy most of the time is Bringer of the Last Gift, which says when it enters, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. And then each player returns all creatures from their graveyard that weren't put there this way. So basically you kind of swap graveyards to battlefields. And you have a bunch of larger creatures. You have Arden, which is, 4/4 that can reanimate stuff. Terror of the Peaks, Overlord of the Bailmerk, Harvester. So you have a bunch of big creatures that you can get back sort of all in one go when you Kavero copy Bringer. And then the sort of the other half of your deck is just graveyard setup, right? You have Oblivious Bookworm, which can draw discard in your end phase. Brood Spinner, 2/3 when it enters, surveil 2. Town Greeter, 2 mana 1/1, mill the top 4, get a land card. Bitter Triumph can be a discard outlet, kill spell, discard a card, discard the Bringer of the Last Gift, set up for Kavero. Harvester of Misery sort of can do double duty, where you can pay 2 mana to kill a creature, discarding it to kill a creature, and then after that, it's also a creature that comes back when you're doing the Kavero plus Bringer thing. Sometimes you just hardcast it for 5/2 against the board of a bunch of otter tokens. That can certainly come up as well. Bailmerk, again, self-mill, finds Kavero, it's perfect. It can also just be a big creature that comes back when you finally get the Kavero plus Bringer. The Terror is... I really don't know if you necessarily need the Terror. I think the concept behind the 1 Terror is there's some matchups where you can't afford to just make a big board and pass the turn because they're playing their own combo deck, like, Airbending or Omniscience, or decks that have a lot of sweepers like Blue-White Controller, Jeskai. So I think the concept of Terror is you basically you essentially just kill them in one shot. You get back Terror of the Peaks with all of your other stuff, and you deal your opponent lethal damage before they get another turn. I think that's the idea behind the Terror. But again, it may only be a sideboard card. I don't know if you need it main deck, so keep that in mind. And then the Analyze the Pollens, good here because they can find you copies of Kavero. There's also some spots where if you have a discard outlet in play, like a Bookworm or a Bitter Triumph in hand, sometimes you even just analyze for Bringer and then use the Bookworm or the Bitter to discard the Bringer, setting you up for the Kavero next turn. Mana base, nothing too crazy here. 1 of each basic for Analyze, the 1 Caverns, 4 Surveillance, which I think 4 is kind of a little bit too much. I kind of want to cut the 4th one. There's just a lot of spots where you want to go 2 into 3 into, or 2 into 3 and then into double 2, and you don't really have a lot of spots for tap lands in those curves. So I might want to cut the 4th Surveil land. The sideboard is a little bit different than what Ken played at the Pro Tour, or at the World Championships, excuse me. Ken, I believe, didn't have the annuls, I want to say. And I want to say Ken, I think, only had 1 urgent. So this one's playing a little bit more urgent necropsy, which I like this card quite a bit against the Lessons deck, because you can kill a monument, a talent, and a Grand with it, all just with 1 card, which is kind of ridiculous. You have Web Strike Elite as a tutorable way to find answers to stuff like Soul Guide Lantern and Rest in Peace. You have Glarb, which doesn't look like a lot, but it kind of helps facilitate this sort of mid-range, quote-unquote, plan post board, where when you're facing a lot of graveyard hate, you're going to want to play a little bit of a longer game, and Glarb can help you do that. So that's the deck list. Everything, I believe the main deck is almost identical to what Ken played at Worlds, with the 1 Town Greeter over the 4th Brood Spinner, and then some sideboard changes. But I wanted to show you some games with this because this is one of the best decks in the format, and if you're looking for a deck for the Spotlight Series upcoming in Atlanta, you might want to consider this one. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for the first match. I don't know, there's something about the Otters deck that my brain just doesn't comprehend. Like, I can't really explain to you why, but I can't figure it out, The new Depra card? Probably. I would imagine it's good. I haven't thought about it, but I imagine it's going to be pretty good. It is very weird to me that if you look at the standard win rates, Otters did not have a very good win rate, even though it put 2 copies in the top 8. So it's, it's like, even though it technically didn't have a great win rate, it still had a decent weekend, Maybe I should kill the Gene this turn. Cut them off mana. No, I'll just play Bookworm. Passage on white's kind of weird. I don't know what they're playing. Get lost. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Consider me confused. Yeah, am I gonna get Mana Tithe or something? The fuck? No, we lost a mono red. Okay. Little cub action. I mean, I guess all these cards make sense so far. I just don't really understand this thing. This card feels very weird in this deck. Cub must die. I mean, I'd rather not bring her for no creatures, but, Okay, that's good. I'll do that instead. Oh, okay. They're just off it. Okay, Celestia creatures. So, probably a lot of Rest in Pieces. True! Licking, thank you for the Prime sub, 22 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the support. So this might be a matchup where I want to do Glarb stuff. You think it's airbending? I think it might just be like some kind of Celestia deck. The Cenote is really weird. I think it might just be like a Cage deck or something. Cage or Gear Hulk or... Like, I think you're more likely to play this in a Gear Hulk deck. So you can Gear Hulk for a card that, like, card selection kind of thing. In any case, I think I want Anals. Heritage, Stormbreed. I'm going to try the Glarbs. Terror out. This is kind of the issue. I don't know how to sideboard with this deck. Like, when I was playing it yesterday, I was cutting on some of the 2-drops, like either Brood Spinner or Bookworm, because I think those are some of your weaker cards post-board against heavy graveyard hate, but I don't know. It feels kind of weird, right? Couple of the 8-drops. Yeah, I guess we can do one of each of these, maybe. 2 of these. Maybe 1 anal. Try that. So the thing about Necropsy, I don't really like boarding in Necropsy against Rest in Peace decks. I don't mind boarding it in against decks that have Ghost Vacuum Soul Guide, but if they have Rest in Peace, I think the Necropsies get so much worse. I'm gonna keep this. Sand seems fine. I mean, it's weird as hell, but I think it's fine. This is a good hand against Rest in Peace. Because we just have a bunch of removal spells, can buy some time, get the 5 mana, kill the rip. If my opponent concedes in paper, am I allowed to ask them to let you look at the revealed cards on the battlefield grave exile before they shuffle? I don't see why not. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't see why not. Oh, somebody asked me earlier if I was doing NRG Champs coverage this weekend. I am. I'm doing both days. I'm going to do 5 rounds of Constructed yesterday, which is a split between Standard and Modern. And then 4 rounds of Constructed on Sunday. A Demi. Huh. I think I still care more about the elf, honestly. I don't think I care about this Ademi. I mean, I'm just gonna Cavero Harvester next turn, I guess. Hold on, I should do this upkeep, shouldn't I? If I want to cut them off mana. Because I'm gonna target their Gene, but I want to do it in their upkeep. So that if they want to save it with a Demi, they have to spend that extra mana. I didn't stream yesterday, no, I took the day off. I took yesterday off. Yesterday was my... I mean, normally I don't take Thursday off. It's kind of a random-ass day for me to take off, but... I just hadn't had a day off in a while, you know? Had not had a day off in a long time, so I wanted to just take a day off. No! That's rough, buddy. Am I making a 4/4 Llanowar elf? I mean, I have 2 of them. I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is just clearly yes, right? I only have 2 cards in their hand and I'm at 17. I think this is totally fine. Yo, 4/4 elf, huge. I mean, I basically just... I made a 4-mana 4/4 that killed their Soul Guide Lantern. That's effectively what I just did. Right. Tyvar the Pummeler. Card's pretty scary. I won't lie. Huh. Well... There's not really... I mean, I could just kill all their other stuff, I guess, right? right, name human. No, name spider. Kill Gene Pollinator. I'm just trying to keep them off 5 mana so they can't get the Tyvar activation. It's really what this is. Let's put some body in play too. I think it's fine. Yeah, see? They need the mana so badly that they're protecting it. Bro, I'm just gonna race. I mean, if I ever draw Arden, then we just kind of win. Because we just go bitter, discard Arden, and then Kavero copy the Arden. Arden. What if I draw more bitter triumphs? Okay, good news is they can't really block. Like, they just don't have a good block here against the bitter triumph. You want to just make a 4/4 demi? They're at 8. I mean, kinda. Kinda just want to make a 4/4 demi. Yeah, fuck it. I'm in. This is a weird ass game, but go. Plan B. Plan B's still pretty good though, you know. What does Arden do? Arden can steal creatures from your opponent's graveyard. No! They have the tech. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Literally got ripped. I mean, they're at 8 and I have a 3/3 flyer. Okay, that... I don't know if I would have done that, yeah. I feel like that was maybe not the play. I mean, it could be worse. What do you think, Chad, on the draw? I mean, bitter bringer Kavero 2 blue-black lands. Like, that's a pretty good 5, you know? The issue that I have with this hand is both of our 2-drops require green mana. So a 2-drop would normally be the best draw. Now it's a Sewers. I have Sewers Watery Grave. I'm going to keep it. Let's try it. What I was going to say is that the issue with this hand is that 2-drops, which would normally be our best draw, we can't cast them. We have to draw a green source first. Not anal. I repeat, not anal. We do not need anal at this time. You know, I don't really need that either, I'll be honest with you. Okay. My hand is not improved, by the way. I'd like to reiterate, my hand is not improved. Who draws land 3 first? It's kind of like a land. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Is Swamp good enough? Oh, God. Never mind, I lied. I was gonna say if we draw a green source this turn, we might be okay. Bookworm, draw, discard, block here, take 5. Next turn, rip land, kill them, but... they're choosing to not kill me for some reason? Not sure why they just didn't attack me for 7, but I guess. Okay, sure. I mean, if I had drawn a land, they probably would have lost that game, but... Must cast cards. Must cast cards. Word. Word, word, word. They just knew the top card wasn't going to be a land. I think it's definitely a bad deck, just because they can't kill it. like this stuff too. I don't know if I have time for Glarb against them. I don't know if I have time for Glarb against them. So I think I'm going to cut the Terror, one Arden, one Brood Spinner, one Anal. Maybe two Brood Spinners. Something like this. Let's try that. I will say, this deck is really hard to sideboard with. I feel like I have no idea a lot of the time. Like, I know what cards I want to bring in most situations. I just never know what to take out. I think it's a keep. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, it needs to find a discard outlet badly. Not that. You kill an elf on turn 1. Guess that's nice. Oh. It turns out I will not be killing elf on turn 1. Maybe I still should, though. I mean, I'd rather kill, like, a Badger Molcub, you know? That is technically a punishment. Okay, never mind. Alright, so kill elf. No attacks. I should probably hang on to the second Bringer in case they have Graveyard Hate, right? Because the first one's going to be good enough anyways. Yeah. So discard land, probably. Like, I don't need more than I have in my graveyard to win. I don't think. Especially when they're on 3 cards. I could have got a, like, maybe hedge a little bit and discard Baelmerk. Because it would be nice to have at least one more body after the Bringer, but it's probably just not necessary. Yeah, that's a good point. If they hold up mana, then I probably want the Baelmerk there. Make sure I stack them in the right order. All right, your turn. Okay. Anyways, yeah, sure. All right, game 3, I guess. Like, I kind of wish that Arden didn't give haste. Is that fair to say? Or maybe if Arden didn't give lifelink, you know? But the fact that Arden has haste and lifelink is kind of fucked up. They get the 7 card hand. This hand sucks. It's better. Is better. Get rid of second Bookworm. Just a removal check. Well, it's not really a removal check as much as it is like graveyard hate check, you know? But it's like graveyard hate check to the extreme. There are other decks in the format where you want graveyard hate against, like Lessons, you know? Lessons is a great example of a deck where you want graveyard hate, but like if you don't have graveyard hate by turn 4, you are not immediately dead, right? But it does feel like this deck will just literally kill you on turn 4. And maybe that just comes back to like the fact that I don't think standard should be a turn 4 format, you know. But if you're buying into the narrative that standard is and will be forever a turn 4 format, then, you know, I guess it's fine, but Gene, huh? Are you a Stormbrood caster, or are you a Bookworm caster? I think I'm a Stormbrood caster, honestly. I just want to buy time. Are they gonna Spell Pierce me? Deal. This also baits Spell Pierce for the Awaken next turn. See, they thought about the Spell Pierce there. Okay. Noted. Chat, write that down. Spell Pierce in hand. Noted. Well, in that case, I'm just going to cast this. Which is better if they have just any other counterspell anyways. What if it's Octopus form? If it's Octopus form, I'll gift you 10 subs. I'll give chat 10 subs. That's fucked up. It couldn't have been that. They only had 1 mana. Can't be a null. Yeah, I mean, it has to be Spell Pierce. I need to gift Demora 10 subs. One specific viewer has a 10-month subscription. I guess I can do that. I can gift a multiple month subscription to one person. If 3 in hand? Betcha. You ready? Show me the Pierce. Show me the Pierce. I know you got it, Yoshin. I know you got it like that. Oh, okay. It was not Spell Pierce. Well, I've debated myself the entire time, so... awkward. They have 5 mana? I mean, the Intrusion is still pretty good against the Awaken is the problem. I think I have to take the Intrusion, because they have they have a Rhythm in the graveyard anyways. So I'm gonna take Intrusion. Next turn, they're gonna Rhythm for 3/3 Graveyard Exiler, and then I can awaken the 3/3. Living in Tutor Roid. They need a land for that. Right? They can't Tutor Roid right now. I guess they can tap their entire board to flash it back, but I can't stop that. Right? Like, this currently can't Tutor Roid. They only have 5 mana. But I can't stop the one in the graveyard. Like, they're going to do that no matter what. Also, I guess if I take the Rhythm from hand and they have to tap out to flash back to Tutor Roid, then they don't have the Intrusion up, and then I can awaken the Roid. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Right. No, they can. They can, right? Oh, they can't tap the Tishanas to this and the... Okay, no, you're right. You're right. They're 1 short. But... Wow, not Keen-Eyed. That's very surprising. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder why they would not get Keen-Eyed there. I mean, I kind of have to kill the Cub now, don't I? I definitely have to kill the Cub. So I kill Cub. And then what do? They get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can do it for 2 and tap out. So if they draw a land, they can go Keen-Eyed and hold up a mana. I mean, I assume they're getting Keen-Eyed Curator with this one, right? I guess they could just get Cub with this one. All right. Surprised they're not getting keen-eyed. All right, no Bringer's kind of sad. But now we get to go Balemerc, pick up Stormbrood, and then just kill the Cub. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Save the Bitter Triumph. And they're only down to 1 rhythm, so... I mean, I still haven't milled anything good for the Cavero, so that kind of sucks, but... Okay, so now they can do it, same thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, they can do it for 2. Surely this turn they get the keen-eyed. How can they do it for 3? Now they can do it for 3. Yeah, I know Harmonize exists. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gene, tap Gene is 5. Harmonize the 3rd Gene is 6. That's X is 2. They can do it for 3 because they have a land. But before they played a land, they could only do it for 2. Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. Well... Seems good. I guess I'll do that. So what? Discard Bitter Triumph, get back land? Do I need this? No, I guess I just discard Cavero, huh? Yeah, discard Cavero, get back land. Can I get an 07 for the bat? 07 for the bat. Man, this Harvester of Misery card is pretty fucked up, huh? It's pretty good. Discard Harvester copy with Cav. Well, the casting Harvester is better. Casting Harvester is better because then if I trade for this one in combat, it's in the graveyard for the extra Cavero. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. I'll buy at 35. We'll meet in the middle. I'll buy at 40. How about that? Green mana? I think this hand still is probably has to be a keep. So I'm going second. I don't love it, but I don't think you go to 5 with this hand. Easy. Against Passage on white. No, I don't think I want that. I think I'm just looking for big boom booms. Zorius control. I have located Big Boom Boom. I repeat, Big Boom Boom has been located. Artist came down. It was like 35 at one point, right? Should have sold them the instant they went to 30. Ooh, they didn't play on land. I like that. I like that. Yo, more surveil value? I gotta say, the more... But, tap land, by the way. The more that I play this deck... I think I'm about to keep the tap land. The more that I play this deck, the more I realized how fucked up this card is. This card is just so, so good. Do you know it says any permanent? Actually, that's not correct. It says non-land permanent. So this is probably a matchup we want the, this is probably a matchup we want the Terror of the Peaks, right? I think I played, what, like 2 or 3 matches with Gage? It was okay. I did kind of like the Ouroboros stuff more than the Gearhulk stuff. Bro is bricked up. So that's a lot of bricks. Not the greatest, I'll be honest. Not the greatest. I mean, I have 2 Ardens anyways. I might as well just Arden here, right? Like, I know they're probably gonna Wrath me, but do I care if I have 2 Ardens anyways? I don't think so. Especially when I have, you know, I'm getting a draw 2 off this. Brood Spinner? No, I do have a Brood Spinner. I'll take this. I guess I could just take a 3rd Cavero. I don't know if I need a 3rd Cavero, though, you know? Maybe it's fine. Okay. Battlefront. So, Arden down. So I can deal them 12. I do have to be a little bit careful about decking, right? Okay, now I can deal them 10. We have 32 cards in library. And I'm going to have 1 Arden left after this. And I'm going to mill what? I'm going to mill 12 cards. I'm in. I'm in. Let me get this. Wait, was this better than... Was this better than the demon? I probably should have just got the demon, right? I didn't even think about that. Because the demons also would have had haste. Yeah, I should have got the demon, I think. The demon brings back Arden, and then the bringer also has haste. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That would have been better for sure. I don't... Was that lethal? I didn't do the math. It may have been lethal. I probably should have done the math. I think that was lethal, wasn't it? Discard 2. I guess I could just do it next turn. How many bringers were in the yard? Before the Overlord mills, I think there was 1 bringer. So it would have been Cavero, copy, bringer. I would have had 6, 6, 4, 4, 5, 5. That's 15. They were at 17, right? Yeah, I think I would have had 15 and they were at 17. I mean, it's just lethal, right? Because I milled the extra Arden. Attack. If I responded, I missed your answer. I did like the cage deck. 49, by the way. 49 life, by the way. Okay. To be fair, their Battlefront hits were not great. They cast 2 Battlefronts and they put 3 bricks and a snare into play, so... They get haste from Arden, because Arden gives all demons haste. Okay, so we're probably going to do a lot of sideboarding in this matchup. Like, almost the entire sideboard, right? Everything but the graveyard hate. See, this is my problem. How the hell are you supposed to board out 13 cards? Like, I guess Bitters can go. Bitters terrible. That's, like, maybe the easy part. How good is Necropsy when they have Rest in Peace? It's a good point, right? Yeah, Harvester is pretty bad. Maybe we don't want to board in Necropsy. You don't know about the bats? Well, they're not gonna keep in their Pinnacle Star Cages, right? So bat seems pretty good if they're not gonna keep in Star Cage, because I don't think they're gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'd rather just shave a couple Brood Spinners. Maybe 1 Analyze. And then One more cut. Maybe one bringer? No, one Arden, maybe? No, I think you want the dragon against them. Although it is kind of an expensive disenchant. No, I think you need the terror against them. Because they're going to have a lot of Day of Judgments too. I think you want the terror against them. Basically, the way that I see it, terror is very good against people who have a pile of wraths. You know? That's kind of the way that I look at it. I mean, obviously not great against Rest in Peace, but what if they just didn't have the Rest in Peace? Whoa. Was not expecting black cards. Nice Terrest, by the way. It's -1 card. -1 card. I feel like Duress is not actually good against me, right? Was Ken's list playing Tactics? I found a list on MTGO that won a challenge, and I just thought it was Ken's exact list, but I guess I didn't realize that. I didn't actually check to see if what Ken's list was. It was a sideboard 4 of. Okay. So I guess the person who won the challenge cut the Tactics for bats. Probably rather have Tactics, right? Yeah, probably rather have Tactics. His moistness is here. +1 for moist. Not holding a null there. I mean, I have Stormbrood. Why do I care about Rest in Peace? I'm just gonna do some stuff and then get the 5 mana and kill it. I'll kill it eventually. Okay. I mean, that makes things worse, but that sure does make things worse. Or I'll just do that. That works too. Only have one blue source here, which is kind of sus. Because I actually can't awaken and hold up a null. It's top 250 that gets qualifies into the thing. Top 250. Bro, I'm big chillin'. Big chillin'. I mean, they're gonna kill the Awaken. Their hand is probably like 4 Perilous Snares or some shit. They do know about the Stormbrood, so they may assume that whatever they play this turn dies. That I'm okay with. That one you can have. That one you can also have. Okay. 1003. Let's go bat, hold up a null. I think I'm taking Duress. Like, it's pretty obvious that I have a null when I shock and don't use the map here, but I guess maybe Battlefront's better. Because now they can just go land Battlefront. I don't know. I mean, if I leave them with Battlefront, they just go Duress the Null, play an artifact. Is that better for me? I don't know if that's better or worse. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh, fuck, they have Torpor Orb as well? Fuck. Well, this is bad. This is really bad, isn't it? Seems like our opponent has come prepared for this matchup. Opponent's an absolute hater. I'm going to go ahead and decline. I mean, I can't really play anything this turn. I think I just want lands. I don't know. I don't know what I do want, to be honest with you. It's mid-range time. How are we mid-ranging this? Brother. All right, take 5. Go. Your turn. This is not looking great, I'll be honest with you. Fuck out of here. Get that shit out of here. Oh, did I mill the heritage? Oh, no. That was like my only way out of this. We have 22 in library. We gotta be a little bit careful about this. I mean, playing anything just doesn't make sense, right? If I hardcast Overlord, they're just gonna cast Split Up tapped. I think I just pass. I'm not sure yet, Belfal. I'm trying it out. Just wanted to get a feel for it to see how it plays out. But I don't know. I think right now, the decks that I'm considering are either this or some version of Izzet. I'm not sure which version of Izzet, but one of those two I think is what I'm thinking about. All right, they got 1 card left, huh? So I attack for 1, they go to 6, and then I play Balemerk Bookworm. They go to 8, and then I have 8 damage in play next turn if they brick. I mean, math checks out to me. Not impending. Whatever you do, not impending. I guess I'll name... I don't know, Spider. Dude, my cards don't do anything! I guess I'll discard this one that I'm never casting. Not Dragon. Well, you see, Overlord has 5 power, Dragon has 3 power. They don't gain the life? Yo, combination deck? I didn't realize they didn't gain the life. That's so funny. Oh, you meant name Dragon. Okay, sure. Dude, the fact that I can't... Okay, I can't tell if the fact that I won this game means my deck is completely broken or my opponent's deck is completely unplayable. I mean, they did draw, like, not the best, but, like... I mean, look at the cards in Exile, like... They drew some bangers, you know? I don't know, man. It's just, like, less susceptible to sideboard cards, has more nut draw, like, maybe not more nut draws, but has good nut draw potential. Like, I like the Prowess deck. I like the Prowess deck a lot more than I like the Lessons deck. Dude, I always draw the stupid fucking Terror. Every single time. Can we move this to the sideboard? Like, do we have to main deck this card? I feel like we don't. Yes. I guess the Terror is, like, worse in most post-board games, because against a lot of graveyard hate, you're going to board this out. So maybe it's just better in a game 1 situation. You want a game 1 and never game 2? I wouldn't necessarily say that you never want a game 2. Like, I would still keep it in against Azorius Control and things like that. Basically, like, you want it against people who have Wraths. That's kind of the way that I see it. At least that was my thought process. Spider. Black, green. Spinner. Just want to graveyard everything at this point. And then we'll go do this, discard this. I'm just going to kill the Grand now. Might as well. Pretty sure we just have lethal next turn, though, with Terror. That is true. Wrath decks do have Rest in Peace. So, like, there is a little bit of, like, tension there. I guess that's a good point. I think I need to sideboard better with it. You and me both, Benjay. We've been playing this deck. This is what, match number 5, I think. And I think every single time that I've played, I still don't know how to sideboard. Still don't know how to sideboard. So do it like this. Is this lethal? It's 16? Oh, I thought it was lethal. Okay. Well, I guess it is lethal in, you know, if they're gonna concede, but close enough. Yeah, lethal enough. Speaking of sideboarding, oh, we need to switch back to the Ken list. Remind me to switch back to the tactics after this game, because I kind of hate these bats. Do we even have to sideboard against Izzet? I mean, I guess Necropsy is good because their graveyard hate is like Lantern and Soul Guide, and like this stuff maybe, and Annulls. Is this a Glarb matchup? Maybe it is. I could do both of these too. Like I could do all of these, to be honest with you. This is the problem, is like I probably don't need the Terror against them. Bitter Triumph is kind of bad. Trim a couple of these, trim one of these. Harvester. I mean, I kind of don't mind Harvester because they can go wide with auto tokens. Yeah, I feel like this is not a Glarb matchup. I don't think it is. It just feels like you don't have to go full mid-range. Actually, hold on. If they're going to keep in removal spells, I should probably cut the Bookworms instead, right? Does this look good? No Bookworms, keep all the Bird Spinners. I mean, it's possible that I'm over sideboarding a little bit, but this kind of looks fine to me. I think it looks fine. We'll try this. The thing about this deck is you have so many ways to kill Talon and Monument, especially after sideboard. Like, even just Awaken by itself, you know? Awaken is so good against them. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. Interesting. Nice mana XDD. How much do I care if they counter my Bird Spinner? I have to do it this way, though. Because I need to be able to set up return 3 Awaken. Grand must die. Negate. Negate. Would you board in Negate against this deck? I feel like I wouldn't. I mean, I guess if you really want to counter Awaken, I could buy it. It is good against Awaken. There's not a lot of non-creature spells, though. Oh, that's good. It's good if they don't have anal. Dude, free lantern? Holy. Oh, they could also still have quench this turn because Grand's turned on. Maybe they won't counter this. Okay. Well, now the question is, what do you even kill? I think it's... Honestly, I think it's Gran. 3 cards in hand? They didn't counter the Awaken. They didn't cast Ancestral last turn. I mean, it obviously is nice to kill the Lantern when I have land 4 in hand. But I don't really have... I don't have Kavera, though, is the problem. This is tough. Oh, man, this is tough. I'm not sure what's right. I'm going to go after the Lantern. I changed my mind. I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to go after the Lantern. Opponent casts Ancestral Recall. No Ancestral, huh? I wonder what they could have then. Because they had something at the end of turn there. It could be like Abandon, and they wanted to save the Abandon for... What? Explain yourself. Shit, I wish I had... Shit, I wish I had killed Gran, I guess. Brood Spinner. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. I'm not really sure how much better this would have looked if I had killed Gran, to be honest. Like, certainly they would have not been able to play all these spells, but I still have nothing going on. You know? Like, I'm giving them infinite time. They would have had plenty of time to cast all these spells. We're definitely behind. We are definitely behind. I will agree with that. Slightly behind, some would say. So close to being good enough. I needed like 2 more mana value in graveyard. I think we cast Stormbrood. This doesn't do anything. What am I gonna do? Discard discard big thing. Exile big thing, search for Stormbrood, kill talent. They still have Gran in play. Like, Gran can just trigger the monuments anyways. Right? This doesn't really do that much. I mean, I could tutor for Stormbrood. I just don't think it's good enough. I mean, I don't think any of this is good enough, to be honest with you. I mean, killing a monument just doesn't do anything when I'm at 10. They just respond, put me to 4. I pass to them, they put me to 1, then they kill me on my own next upkeep. Oh, I can't even cast the Stormbrew because I have to spend mana on the Anal, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just dead. All right, let's just. Yeah, I'm good. That's good. I'm good. I'm good. We don't have another turn, chap. They're just gonna kill me. I'm at 10 life and they have 2 monuments. I'm just dead if I pass the turn. So what do we board in? I'm just gonna look at the cards that I boarded in to see if like there's any possibility that we overside boarded. So I boarded in 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I mean, of these cards that I boarded in, are any of them bad? I don't think so. We could do a couple bitter triumphs if they're going to keep in Grands. But I mean, I still have Harvesters and Awakens to kill Grands. So I feel like, I mean, I guess the Awakens are kind of taxed because we sort of have to hit the Lanterns with Awakens. I think this is fine. I think it's fine. Draw just like, it kind of didn't light up that game. Yeah, I mean, I drew what? I drew Doublebringer fucking Arden, so, you know. I mean, this hand looks good enough. It needs to draw lands, but it's a good hand. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe boarding out both, maybe boarding out the bitters and the bookworms is too tough because then we just don't have any discard outlets, right? I mean, we have Awaken as a discard outlet, but it's not the easiest to, you know, 3 mana spell. It's hard to resolve post board. Kind of like the Stormbrood here. I may just kill an otter with it, honestly. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, keep that on top. Just pass. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to Harvester the otter right now. It is certainly safer to do it now, but maybe I'm supposed to hold it in case they play Gran. Storm Chaser. Bro, these stupid otters, man. They never stop. The otters never stop. So I think I'm just going to get a basic here. Gotta get a forest. This is going to suck if they have Quench, but I have to play my spells. Ooh, I like that. No Quench is big. See what they discard. Alright, so now here's the question. Do you just rip it now? Because if I wait, they could like do something, and then if they force it, then they can Ancestral in response. What's the downside of doing it now? Downside is like they could have a second artist talent, but I think I'm just gonna do it now. I just don't want to risk it, you know? It just cuts off a lot of like potential resources for them. I think it makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing. As long as they don't have artist talent, then it's, you know, fine to do it this way. Okay. If they just go like, if they have a big talent turn, yeah, like if they just go island double storm chasers, I'm gonna just Cavero copy the harvester. I mean, they do have 2 lessons now, but it's kind of worked out pretty well for me. Oh. It actually worked out even better for me. Because now we just get to do it all. You could have it all. They have 2 lessons. They can kill the Cavero if they have combustion technique, but we are in a very good spot, obviously. Yeah, what were those mills? Yeah. Cavero down, I get it. Okay. Is your last card Ancestral? Pretty good if it was. What? Huh? I'm sorry, what did you just say? What did you just say? Okay. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Deal 4 to a 5/5, huh? Alright, my 5/5 has 4 damage on it.